Get the skills, be the boss. No more time to feel lost. Lead the way every day. Find success, it's here to stay. Rise and shine, it's your time. Skill up, raise the climb. Navigate, innovate. It's your fate, don't be late. Get the skills, be the boss. No more time to feel lost. Lead the way every day. Find success, it's here to stay.
If you're a new manager or hoping to be a new manager, join us in our exploration into what managers need to know. This program will set you up for success by building your knowledge and confidence in the skills you need to be effective. Hello, and welcome back to What Managers Need to Know and our second session on conflict management skills. Last week, we looked at very simply what is conflict, and it's a disagreement, a difference of perspective, different values that are clashing. And to the extent that they are handled well, conflict can be very positive. When they're not handled well, and many of us have experienced that, then there are a lot of aspects where things fall apart. And we are going to be looking at both the good and the bad aspects of conflict today. So conflict has both positive and negative aspects. And again, it has to do with how we approach conflict, how we view it, how it's handled. There are many negative aspects of conflict. Decreased productivity. This happens when there are unresolved conflicts that are hindering workflow and reducing overall productivity. Lower morale. If the conflicts are persistent, they can negatively impact employee morale and job satisfaction. That would be one of the reasons why we have toxic workplaces, because of constant, persistent, devastating conflicts between people. It can increase people's stress levels because it's not resolved and it's hanging there. Absenteeism. If we're uncomfortable with conflict, why go to the work to experience it? Higher turnover. Again, if their conflicts are unresolved, employees can want to leave not only partially with absenteeism, but by leaving the company itself. And there can be legal issues in extreme cases when conflicts can escalate. Sub-optimization, when conflicting parties excessively pursue their own interests, it can compromise the organization's overall goals. And it can be a terrible waste of time and resources when people are fighting over divisive issues instead of focusing on their objectives. An emotional toll of the negative aspect of conflict. When conflict continues, it takes a huge toll on employees' psychological well-being. And finally, inhibited growth cohesiveness. Persistent conflicts can negatively affect the social climate of the group and hinder team cohesion. So here we're talking about persistent, continuing, unresolved conflict is going to lead to all of these negative consequences. So how can conflict be positive? When people have different perspectives and ideas, they may clash, but not in a negative way. It's part of brainstorming. It's part of the creative process. When we don't allow people to disagree, that's when we hinder creativity and innovation, because we need people thinking outside of the box, thinking differently than other people around them. It can improve decision making. Healthy debate and discussion can lead to more robust decision making processes, considering a wider range of options. So again, we want to move away from groupthink and move away from polarized positions where people are able to openly discuss their disagreements and work through them to create and to make better decisions. Increased team cohesion. Conflict can strengthen relationships and promote teamwork. Meaning, if we can get issues out in the open and people feel comfortable enough to do that and to talk them through, then the team is going to get much stronger because of it. And this is very important because as we looked at team building in the past, it's very important to recognize that conflict is going to happen. There are different personalities with different perspectives, and we can't just shut them down. If we shut them down, we lose all the richness of the dialogue and the conversation. Personal and professional growth. Engaging in constructive disagreements allows employees to challenge assumptions and expand their skills. So again, an open conversation where people are not taking the conflict personally. They're seeing it as a way to get to know each other, as a way to get to know themselves, as a way to test their assumptions and perhaps change them because of perspectives provided by others who have a different way of looking at things. Stronger relationships. Addressing conflicts openly and respectfully can enhance communication and understanding between colleagues. And in the home front, in the social sphere, what we don't want is that conflict just brewing under the surface, wherever there's a sense of tension and stress and people feel uncomfortable around each other. We want to be able to feel it's okay to disagree. And when we disagree, it's not going to be taken as a criticism of someone else. It's simply our perspective, and let's discuss them openly and respectfully. Organizational learning. Conflict can contribute to identifying areas for improvement and addressing systemic challenges. Again, are we allowing people to disagree, to voice that disagreement, to propose alternatives when they don't feel that what's happening is acceptable or appropriate or going to be effective? Increased productivity. Resolving conflicts in a timely manner can minimize unproductive tensions and maintain a focused work environment. So resolving conflicts in a timely manner. And goal congruence. Conflict can force leadership to realign objectives toward common goals, fostering teamwork among competing parties. Conflict can also be a catalyst for change. It can accelerate it in an organization, especially in small businesses where new policies can be quickly implemented. And differentiation. It provides an opportunity for individuals to express their true perspectives and beliefs, leading to personal growth and successful communication. So the question is, how do we set it up so that people feel comfortable discussing differences of opinion and hearing those differences without taking them personally? There are 5 conflict management strategies that we're going to look at. Some of them allow for this conversation and openness, others do not. And we're going to look at the first three of those next week. If you would like to take a free personal conflict style inventory, please use that QR code. It's a free inventory, and afterwards, if you'd like to discuss it, you could reach me and schedule time to talk using that QR code. So we've talked about what conflict is. We've looked at the fact that there are good and bad aspects of conflict. We're going to look at two conflict management strategies where we compete, or where it's my way or the highway, or we avoid, where we just become a turtle and ignore what's happening, which may not be the most effective response in the long term, although in the short term it may be wise. So please join us next week when we look at compete, or the shark, and avoid, the turtle, and see when to use them and when it would be highly inappropriate to use them. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Thank you so much for coming and participating in our discussion of what managers need to know. You can find the videos of this and previous sessions on my YouTube channel or under events on my LinkedIn profile. I'll look forward to seeing you again next week.
Get the skills, be the boss, no more time to feel lost. Lead the way, every day, find success, it's here to stay. Get the skills, be the boss, no more time to feel lost. Lead the way, every day, find success, it's here to stay. It's here to stay. Oh, it's here to stay. It's here to stay. Yeah. Get the skills, be the boss, no more time to feel lost.